Hi, Margarita here, and the F word of today is fragrance. And not just any fragrance, a $1,500 fragrance haul.
I got it all, I'm loving life, and I don't care at all if you think it ain't right. Every day, I'm feeling good, doing things others wish they could. But I'm not your ordinary dime a dozen every day, girl, on another level, miles apart in a different
That's right, y'all. I've been busy shopping, shopping for fragrances, and I bought 4 fragrances this week that I am just so over the moon about. So this first one is a Whiff of Waffle Cone by Imaginary Authors. Let's talk about this packaging first, shall we? Now, it looks like a book, which I think is really cool since it has the word authors in the title. And also, it's just kind of presented like one of those books that has, like you see in old movies that have things hidden inside of them. I love how it's set up this way. But the packaging itself of the bottle, it's pretty understated and pretty meh if you ask me. But the juice inside just might change my mind. So according to this, the notes are vanilla, heavy cream, salted caramel, amorous, orgeat, I'm not sure exactly what that is, Saigon cinnamon, and ice cream shop. Now this is a beautiful gourmand fragrance. It smells similar to, but not identical to, if you think of like By the Fireplace by Margiela. Now that one leans a bit masculine to me. This one is more unisex and more gourmand. It doesn't have the smokiness that By the Fireplace has. Also, if you have Black Phantom by Killian, very similar to that too. But again, of the 3, I prefer this one. I think that Black Phantom and By the Fireplace lean a bit masculine for my preference. So this is something that I would like. Now, if you've ever been to a lovely gourmet ice cream parlor, like we have one here, Jenny's, in Chicago where I am, and it's one of my favorite places. Another good one is Kilwin's that we have here, which is if I'm on the south side, I go to that one. But it really reminds me of those fresh pressed waffle cones that straight out the iron. Whew, if you want to smell like you're going to lick yourself, I definitely recommend this. And this is by Imaginary Authors, Whiff of Waffle Cone. Second fragrance in my haul is Hallie. I don't know if it's Hallie or Haley by Tiziana Terenzi. Now this is from I believe their Luna collection. And look at this bottle. Let's just revel in the beauty of it, shall we? Tiziana Terenzi knows they know how to knock out a presentation. There are very few companies that can compete with how they present their bottles. This is absolutely beautiful. And the juice inside is lovely. It starts out with passion fruit, cassis, rose, lemon, peach, raspberry, floral notes, green notes, cinnamon, musk, vanilla, woody notes, and amber. These are all things that I love. Oh my goodness. This is the perfect blend between floral and edible. This fragrance, I would have to say, is a masterpiece. Could be signature scent worthy. I'd strongly recommend, if you are near any store that carries Tiziana Terenzi products or can get your hands on a sample, you definitely want to try before you buy because it is a little pricey. It's a lot pricey, but I think it's worth every penny. This will last all day, and just the spray. It's got great coverage, and it's got that Tiziana Terenzi DNA. I can't really describe it, but it's like a nice strong sweetness, but not like a sickly syrupy sweetness, just a nice like, oh, you're wonderful, I love you kind of a sweetness, and very unique. It's very fruity, but it's not a cheap synthetic fruitiness like you'll get at maybe some regular body splashes or some more inexpensive brands. No, honey, this smells like money. And I love it. And I'm so glad that I bought this. I actually blind bought this because it was a Tiziana Terenzi fragrance, and I tend to like things that they make. And I'm so glad that I did. I would not trade this for anything else. Maybe another Tiziana fragrance. It's gradually becoming one of my more favorite brands. So this is Hallie or Haley, not quite sure, by Tiziana Terenzi. Number 3 on this haul, we have Zerjoff Lira from the Casamarati collection. Do you see this bottle, this presentation? This is awesome. It's so beautiful and luxurious. I just love the gold. Now this bottle is kind of very difficult to remove from the packaging. So I would say if you have short patience, don't even bother dealing with it. But this bottle is so beautiful. It's gold and classy looking, and it's a little heavy too. You can use the lid as a weapon. No. But this to me is just like, if you ever smell those chocolate covered oranges, that's exactly what this smells like. If you want to smell truly like a snack, I strongly recommend Lira by Zerjoff. I wonder why they don't have the name Zerjoff on here, but that's who makes it, from their Casa Marati collection. Now, one of my signature scent, Holy Grail scents, is from the same line, which is Italica. The best caramel ever. I strongly recommend you get your nose on this. But this Lira, if you love chocolate and orange, and it's perfectly unisex too, and nobody would feel like you're wearing something too feminine or too masculine depending on your preference. But this here, I gotta put some on right now, trying to find a clean spot. Here we go. And it's also got a good atomizer on it. Atomizer is a sprayer for those who may not know. And right at the opening, what I like is that you don't get an alcohol-y smell. A lot of fragrances, when you first spray them, you will choke yourself out with alcohol if you smell it too soon. But upon application, instantly, you start getting that fresh burst of orange zest. And then the chocolate gradually starts to come through a couple seconds in. But the dry down, to me, it's pretty linear. It smells the same throughout the wear. Some fragrances change over time. This one, it's pretty much as it smells in the opening. It smells the same in the dry down. But it's a beautiful fragrance. I strongly recommend it. And this is Lira by Zerjoff. And last, but definitely not least, we have White Amber by Creed. Now, this has been out for quite some time, but honey, I am tardy to the party on this one as well. The presentation, I would say the box is a little lackluster, it's just a paper box. But what's inside, definitely the opposite of the box. Now, Creed is one of the older houses. It's over 200 years old, and I love heritage houses. I love houses that have withstood the test of time, and they keep everything in the family, and they pass down the tradition of original and the art of perfumery from generation to generation. And Olivier Creed is the perfumer for this one. It's just got some great information about the house and the items that are in it and hand selected for the fragrance. I am just making a mess here. But can you hear that? Just clanking. So this is gold plated. The bottle itself, it even says gilded with 10 karat fine gold. This bottle is very regal, very elegant looking. And it's very nice. And the notes here are fruits. Now, a lot of the higher end houses sometimes will only give you a few notes that they put in there because they don't want anybody stealing their formulas. So they just say fruits, jasmine, benzoin, amber, and sandalwood. So let's see. Let me find a spot to spray this. See how I feel about it. This atomizer is a beast. I didn't even push it all the way down, and you can probably see how much coverage I got from half a spritz. So we'll let that dry down some. But the House of Creed itself, it is rumored that Michelle Obama wears one of their fragrances, Love and White, which is a beautiful, clean floral fragrance if you can get your nose on it. They have a wonderful scent called Green Irish Tweed, which is the epitome of a nice, clean, soapy scent. It kind of reminds you of Irish Spring, but it's much better. But they have a lovely selection of lots of fragrances that are unique and very classy. So let's see how this smells. It smells almost like a nursery, like a powdery baby. Hate to say like a sexy baby, but that's the best way I can put it. If you've ever smelled a baby's nursery that's just nice and clean and powdery, but this got some oomph to it. Like, I think the jasmine is coming through quite a bit, and I like it because it's not a salty jasmine. On me, jasmine has a tendency to develop very earthy and salty on me. The amber is not too resinous. Typically amber, it's a resin, and this is not a very resinous scent. And I'm thinking that the fruits and the jasmine are balancing it out. Also, the sandalwood is not that prominent. It's just there just enough to say that it's in there. Now, typically sandalwoods are used in bases, and it's using the base of this one too to help ground it. But this is very nice, inoffensive, very inoffensive. I feel like a man or a woman can wear this. It may actually smell amazing on a man, but if you want something that's just nice and clean, but an expensive smelling clean, I strongly recommend White Amber by Creed. Oops. White Amber by Creed. Well, thank you for listening to the 4 things that I bought this week. What did you buy this week or this month? I was on a no buy myself, but you see, it's hard to stick to a no buy when you can find something great that you've been looking at. But let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe also. On our channel, we talk about fitness, fragrance, food, fun, fashion, femininity, and lots of other wonderful F words, because F words are not all bad. Until next time, I'm Margarita, and you have an awesome day. Bye.
I'm a superstar and I live my